Have you ever seen an online ad that felt too good to be true? Clothes from a famous big brand at half the price, a celebrity promoting a new investment scheme, or a website promising to double your money overnight. It looks tempting, slick, convincing, sometimes even trustworthy. I hope you know by now that most of these are scam ads. But what if I told you that these scam ads are not some random mistakes? What if they're part of a much bigger business, one that's making tech companies billions of dollars in revenue? Well, that's exactly what an investigation has revealed. Meta, the company behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, has been making huge profits from fraudulent ads. How much money are we talking about? 10% of Meta's revenue in 2024. That's about $16 billion. That's the kind of money we're talking about here. This is according to the company's own projection that 10% of its revenue last year would come from fraudulent ads. These are ads for scams and banned goods, stuff like fake online shops, illegal casinos, and even unapproved medical products. Some of them use the faces of celebrities, some use real brand names, and these posts are getting wide reach. Again, this is from Meta's own data. It said that users were seeing 15 billion high-risk scam ads every single day, 15 billion every day. How does something like that even happen? Let me break it down for you. Meta uses automated systems to flag scammers, but it only bans them when it is 95% sure that they're committing fraud. If the system is less sure of fraud, Meta lets them run the ad, but it charges the advertisers more for what could potentially be a scam. This policy is called a penalty bid. It's supposed to discourage the scammers. But that's a sorry excuse. The fact is, Meta is turning a blind eye to scams to make more money off them. And it has become their business model. The investigation also reveals that Meta's safety had revenue limits, meaning they put company revenue over user safety. I'll tell you how. Meta would take down fraudulent ads, but only up to a point. It could cost the company not more than 0.15% of its total revenue. That's about $135 million. So any revenue loss beyond this figure was not allowed, even if it meant running scams. Even when fraud was found, there was a cap on how much Meta could lose while fixing it. The impact of this was real and serious. A Facebook account in Canada was hacked, for example. Scammers used it to promote a fake cryptocurrency offer. Friends of the account owner lost thousands of dollars. It took weeks for Meta to take that account down. Besides, Meta's own research showed that its platforms were involved in about a third of all successful scams in the United States, Meta platforms. These are all glaring lapses. Do you know what Meta's response to this investigation is? They've dismissed it. The company says the 10% figure is rough and overly inclusive. It claims that many of those ads were legitimate. Meta also says it has reduced user reports of scam ads by 58%. Needless to say, it's far from enough. Also, this is not just a Meta problem. It's an industry-wide crisis. The world is losing billions to ad fraud. One estimate says global losses will nearly double in the next few years, from $88 billion in 2023 to $172 billion in 2028. That's a growth rate of about 14% every year. And it's not just about money. Ad fraud undermines the entire digital economy. On average, 1 in 4 ad clicks are fraudulent. And that has consequences. You see, when every 4th click is fake, marketers think that their campaigns are working when they are in fact not working. Advertising money is wasted, brands lose trust, and users get flooded with more misleading content. What's making this worse is technology itself. Generative AI can produce very convincing fake ad content. Deep fake-like endorsements are now a real risk. AI bots also simulate human behavior at scale that hits campaigns and budgets directly. And now regulators are starting to respond. The European Union's Digital Services Act demands ad transparency. Other countries are drawing up similar rules. Meanwhile, tech companies say that they are addressing it. Google says it has removed 1.5 It has removed, in fact, 5.1 billion ads last year. It blocked 415 million scam-related ads. But as you can see in the case of Facebook, it doesn't suit tech giants to fix this. They will need regulatory pressure and push, but regulators are always playing catch-up. In the meantime, what can you, the consumer, do? Verify before you buy, be skeptical, and report suspicious ads, because in the digital world, every click has a price, and your best defense is staying informed.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.